Nigga, turn that damn fan off, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low.
That's crazy.
You got the old school fan too, the loudest possible.
Oh.
You know they got little new ones.
It's like a jet
that'll pump out 10 times of that and 10
It's
times
silent,
quieter.
too.
Yeah.
Like hustle and flow over here.
Still sweat.
You know, I'm hot out here for a real. Just patting his head, sweating. Got the fan on him, and he's still sweating.
You about to mess up my perm.
Y'all feel the air?
Ain't true.
Is that a serious question?
Yeah. All right. Shalom, first and foremost, when we call Halal Yahweh, like Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai, that's all praises to the Most High. In the name Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So, just, I'd be at work just thinking about stuff, listening to the Bible when I'm working and stuff like that at times. And can everybody hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 2 if you think Tamayim should not be reading for me. 1 if you can hear me. 2 if Tamayim should have wore different pants or something. I don't know. Y'all decide. We're not judging over here. No votes. They probably can't hear us, or they just don't want to tell you what they think. Up. Somebody has help. That was you the white. Look at it. There you go. Riverside put 1 and 2. Okay, all praises. All praises. That's Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? He should have wore a different head. Talk about it. Oh, good Lord. I'm taking my daughter to the checkup tomorrow. Okay, so I was listening to Exodus and just going over our Exodus, all right? Our exit from Egypt. It's that holy manna out here. That's my manna. You know what I'm saying? Hey, mind your manna. So tonight we're gonna do a little bit of reading, and I just want you all to actually listen to it, think about it, and just reflect on it, right? Because you need to be able to see the parallels today as you would have seen it in the time of before, right? And a lot of times you might overlook certain scriptures we read and such. But to start this off, we're going to actually get this into GNT. Hopefully it'll be a little bit of an easier read for some. You got that? We're gonna start at Exodus 13. Oh, good Lord. Don't mind me, y'all. I've been up. Been up all day, y'all. All day. All day. 2-hour drive to work. Worked all day. And about a 2-hour drive back home. Got dressed to come here. Let's see. We going from 13. We're gonna start at 17. We're gonna start at 17. I just want y'all to just listen to it and let it sink in. You know, let it sink in and just reminisce. Think about our past. Think about how it was for us. Think about the people you see today and how they are. You don't want all that brightness? Look good over here, though. Okay. Yes. Yeah, man, it's all love. Love and love and love. All right. Exodus chapter 13. We're gonna start at verse 17. You know.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 17 in the GNT.
And we're gonna just keep reading.
When the king of Egypt let the people go, God did not take them by the road that goes up the coast to Philistine.
Now you heard that? When the king of Egypt let the people go, God did not take them by the road that goes up the coast to Philistia. Right? Go ahead.
Although it was the shortest way.
That was the shortest way. That was the quickest route. Remember back in the 90s, there was that commercial, that Dare commercial. To the kids who take the long way home, we hear you. Don't give up. And it's the kid walking home, and he goes the long way because the short way, you got all the drug dealers and all the crackheads and the prostitutes and all that stuff on the block. And he trying to avoid all that, so he goes the long way home. The long way was the safe route, right? You know, anything obtained easily or quickly isn't really going to be worth your while. You know what I'm saying? You know? Go ahead and read that again. Yeah.
This book of Exodus, chapter 13, verse 17 in the GNT. When the king of Egypt let the people go, God did not take them by the road that goes up the coast to Philistia. Although it was the shortest way.
It was the shortest direction, right? Go ahead. What did they say? The shortest length between two dots is a line, right?
Straight line.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
God thought, I do not want the people to change their minds and return to Egypt.
God thought, I don't want the people to change their minds and return to Egypt. Egypt is down the street. They can turn back around. because that's the shortest direction. Keep going.
When they see that they are going to have to fight.
Since that was what was going to happen. They're going to have to fight these Egyptians because they know these Egyptians are going to come. So I'm not going to take them the short route because I know they might want to give up and turn back around and go back into Egypt and be slaves again. You know, and a lot of that is the same type of mentality that brothers and sisters have today. Whereas they don't want to go forward because forward means uncertainty, the unknown, change of scenery, change of environment, change of what's expected of you. Because they weren't given laws when they were in Egypt. They were given laws when they got out of Egypt. Why were they given laws? Laws were in place to govern your nation, not to oppress your people. But people think, oh, you keeping the law. We couldn't keep all the law. The hell is the point of having a law? I just ran a red light. I want to fight it in court. I was a little bit in the road by the time they done snapped it. But guess what? That's their laws. That's the white man laws. So what am I going to do? Fight their laws? It's their laws. You go to Russia. You can't smoke weed like you can smoke weed in America. I don't know. Where did the girl get arrested at? Russia.
Brittany.
Yeah. She go to Russia with her little tweeds and try to smoke and get caught up, right? You can do that in America, but you can't do that over there. In China, you can hit somebody with your car and keep going. In China, you have a cap on the amount of children you can have nowadays. America ain't got none of that. So you can't come to America and keep China laws and it matter. Just like in America, they don't want you to think keeping the laws of the Bible matter. But you'll still see those monks walking around in America. You'll see those Asians with that TP hat walking around in America, still keeping up their customs, keeping up their culture. Only the black man, woman, and child, and Hispanic man, woman, and child will do will bow on the floor 3-4 times a day, praising Allah. They'll do that. But keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of God, 613 laws that you don't have to keep. Because guess what? Of those 613 laws, a lot of those don't pertain to women. A lot of those don't pertain to civilians. A lot of those don't pertain to men. There's laws that govern your nation, and doing that keeps you safe, right? If we had a refuge, like as it is written, if we had a refuge where if I kill Tamayan by mistake, I can go to a safe haven. The Most High ain't gonna kill me because I killed this man by mistake. You might want to kill me because I killed him by mistake. You might still be searching for me, but the Most High gave me a place where I could go and be safe. But in America, I killed him by mistake. I'm still gonna go sit inside of a cell for a period of time. It might not be the longest period of time, but guess what? When I'm sitting inside that white man's cell, I can be raped. I can starve. I can be brutalized. I can be assaulted, extorted. You understand? All these elements, you already being, men are being forced to be naked in front of other men. These are laws that are being broken. I've yet to see a law in our scriptures, in our Bible, in our Constitution that states when you get locked up, you got a strip search because you might have drugs in your keister in your drugs. We ain't had no drugs. But this is the world we live in now. And this is what's righteous and what's right in the eyes of the majority, not the minority. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Instead, he led them in a roundabout way through the desert toward the Red Sea.
He led them in a roundabout way, all out the way to where he needed them to be. Sometimes we are either focused on the destination and then we overlook the journey. And sometimes we're so focused on the journey, there is no destination. You understand? Like you're just moving, but there's no end result. There's no goal at the end of it. I can honestly say that's how my life was for a long period of time. What was I going to do? What was there for me to do? You know?
That's what they call wandering aimlessly.
Yeah. And we all know that idle hands, you know what I'm saying? Right? Go ahead.
And the Israelites were armed for battle.
Uh-huh.
Verse 19. Moses took the body of Joseph with him, as Joseph had made the Israelites solemnly promised to do. Joseph had said, when God rescue you, you must carry my body with you from this place.
Uh-huh. And just going back to even the Most High knowing that if we were afraid, we would be more willing to turn back than to see it through. Like that's our mentality. We're so afraid of going forward, we rather go backwards to where it was comfortable. That's even with relationships. Mm-hmm. And you might have the fights, but what's up with the destination? What's up with the journey? Why not embrace both? Like, just like when it say, man cannot live off no. Just like when it says in James that you have to have faith and works. You can't have one without the other, just like Al Bundy, love and marriage. That's always been my go-to analogy when it comes to you can't have one without the other. The theme song. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, where we at?
Verse 20. The Israelites left Succoth and camped at Etham on the edge of the desert.
Uh-huh. We're gonna be right there. We're gonna be right there in a week or so. Right in that desert. Not a tree in sight. Go ahead.
Verse 21. During the day of the Lord went in front of them in a pillar of cloud to show them the way.
So in the daytime, the Lord went before them in a cloud. So when you read that, you're like, okay, so how do we envision that? I want you to imagine clear blue sky and a single cloud that's just there going forward to give you the direction in which you need to go. And it just stays there the whole time, and it's always in front of you. Right? Keep going.
And during the night, he went in front of them in a pillar of fire to give them light.
And in the nighttime, it would be in front of them as a fire to give them light so that they can see where they're going. Go ahead.
So that they could travel night and day.
Uh-huh.
Verse 22. The pillar of cloud was always in front of the people during the day.
Uh-huh.
And the pillar of fire at night.
So the whole time, there was that cloud in the daytime and that fire in the night. All right? Next chapter. I'm going to wait for him.
For the Exodus chapter 14, verse 1. In the GNT. Then the Lord said to Moses, tell the Israelites to turn back and camp in front of
Pi.
Hiroth,
Hahira.
Salaki, between Migdol and the Red Sea, near Baal and Zephon. The king will think that the king will think that the Israelites are wandering around in the country and are close to Salaki. And the king will think that the Israelites are wandering around in the country and are close in by the desert.
So the way the Most High got it set up is we're over here. And when Pharaoh and them see us, they're going to think we got them because they're at the edge and there's nowhere to go. You understand? Go ahead. Because remember, we're going this way. We could have went this way and got there. We went this way, and now we're here at this water, and then Pharaoh and them are going to come this way. And they're going to think, oh, these people are just wandering aimlessly. They don't know what they're doing. Let's go get them. Go ahead.
Verse 4, I will make him stubborn, and he will pursue you.
He going to see you, and he going to want to come attack y'all. He won't just leave you alone, but what did the Most High say? I'm going to do this. Read it again.
Verse 4, I will make him stubborn.
I will make him stubborn. Read.
And he will pursue you.
Go ahead.
And my victory over the king and his army will bring me honor.
That's what it's all about. I thought about this earlier, like I was telling these brothers, in my brief little communication when I was at work. Like, we are the children of Israel, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, and child scattered to the four corners of the earth, are the perfect specimens to be the children of Israel. Because we're so goddamn hard-headed, so stiff-necked. We're just the salt of the earth. We're just so cool. We're everything.
Check all the boxes.
We check all the good and the bad. Ain't nobody like us. And that's why it's just so easy for us to keep putting ourselves in these positions, as well as the Most High getting us out of these positions. We're susceptible. What they say? I'm a habitual line stepper.
Habitual line crosser.
Yeah. That's who we are as a people. Go ahead.
Then the Egyptians will know that I am the Lord. The Israelites did as they were told.
And the Israelites did what they were supposed to do. Go ahead.
Verse 5. When the king of Egypt was told that the people had escaped.
Escape what? You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. Just like Esau. Oh, man. How he get the birthright? Because you sold it to him. What are we talking about here? The birthright gets the blessing. That's where the blessings come from. The birthright. He didn't steal the blessings. He was given the blessing because you tried to steal them back. Because you was on some snake shit. Go ahead. Remember, everything was predestined before time. Just like it says in Romans where it says, and he grabbed a hold of his heel. All right. Go ahead.
He and his officials changed their minds and said, what have we done?
What have we done? Remember, he didn't want to let them go because he didn't want them to become he put them in slavery because he said if they link up with our enemies, they're going to overtake us and attack us and kill us. So we're going to put them in captivity and we're going to make them work hard. The original Pharaoh didn't feel like that. We weren't trying to do all that. But once again, this is all for a reason. Go ahead.
We have let the Israelites escape, and we have lost them as our slaves. Verse 6, the king got his war chariot and his army ready. He set out with all his chariots, including the 600 finest.
Yeah, 600 chariots with him. Go ahead.
Commanded by their officers. The Lord made the king stubborn, and he pursued the Israelites who were leaving triumphantly.
God.
The Egyptian army, with all those horses, chariots, and drivers, pursued them and caught up with them, where they were camped by the Red Sea, near Pi Hahiroth and Baal Zephon. When the Israelites saw the king and his army marching against them, they were terrified and cried out to the Lord for help. They said to Moses, weren't there any graves in Egypt?
Listen, y'all ain't slaves no more. And y'all got the nerve to say, weren't there any graves in Egypt? Like, couldn't we have died there? You brought us out here. This is supposed to be our grave? Go ahead. Listen, that's Israel, man.
Did you have to bring us out here in the desert to die? Look what you have done by bringing us out of Egypt. Didn't we tell you before?
This is them telling this to Moses.
Didn't we tell you before?
Didn't we tell you? Catch a nigga say some shit like that? Listen. Could you imagine Tamayim saying that to me? Didn't I tell you? What you mean, didn't you tell me? Didn't you tell me what? What kind of stuff you talking about, bro? Didn't you tell me? Like, what? That's it.
Right.
That's like if my women talk to us like that. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you to take the trash out? Didn't you tell me that?
Hey, the cold part is at this point, he done performed many miracles.
Bro, how else y'all got free?
It's never good enough, though.
No, not with us it ain't. Not with us it ain't.
What have you done for me lately?
Hey.
Didn't we tell you before we left this would happen? We told you to leave us alone and let us go on being slaves.
That's our mentality. That's why I had to be read in the GNT.
Coons.
Listen, why are you doing this? Why y'all on the corners getting the white man riled up? You know what he's gonna do to us? Because you black people on the corners saying that stuff? Leave us nice Israelites out of it. What y'all are doing is bad because the police and everybody's gonna hurt us for it. It's like, no, he's not. I don't care about none of y'all. You care about the people that's spreading that word. Hey, listen. You know?
Chicago, bro.
Come.
Get on the Chicago fix.
Listen. Shalom. Listen. You already know. Go ahead. Where we at?
We told you to leave us alone and let us go on being slaves of the Egyptians.
We told you to leave us alone and let us continue being slaves of the Egyptians. That's why it ain't about everybody. It ain't about the next woman coming into the truth. It ain't about the next brother coming into it. It's about whoever the Most High ordained to come and do this walk. Many are called, but few are chosen. Never forget those words. Many are called, but few are chosen. Man. Go ahead.
It would be better to be slaves there. It would be better to be slaves there than to die here in the desert.
That's how we feel. You know, it's easier to go back to being a slave. I can smoke my weed. I can commit adultery. I can fornicate. You know, I can make money however I want. OnlyFans. You know, listen. And it's just so crazy because women nowadays are like, listen, I'm going to the bag. And it's just like, where the hell did we go? Women don't know how to cook no more. They don't know how to braid hair no more. They don't know how to separate the darks from the whites. Bro, this world is crazy.
Talk about it.
And like a lot of us didn't have our dads there. So I can understand why a brother might not know how to tie a tie. I get that. But a woman not knowing how to boil water because her mama ain't teach her, you know, that's where we at with this, man. We love easy. We hate working for anything. And then we in this society where we got to work that much harder to get to where we need to be. But if we would have had that same drive and push initially in our conception, meaning from our birth, then we wouldn't be in this position. Like I said, we are the perfect candidate for foolishness and for salvation. Maybe that should have been the topic. We are the perfect candidate to be the worst people and the best people at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Where you at?
Verse 13. Moses answered, "Don't be afraid. Stand your ground."
And see, I know we're just reading this in English, and even if we go to the Hebrew, it's gonna say something similar, but I just want you all to think about how he's talking to them. I still have a hard time being like this. But the way he's talking to them is like, don't be scared. Me, I'd have been like, why you acting like a little, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, but it hit different. You know? But that's why it's like, that's why when you go over the scripture, you go into the scripture, it's like, it convicts you no matter what it is, right? Whether it's your tone, your delivery, how you are, how you do this, that, it's like, and that's only if you feel like it's something you need to work on. If it don't affect you, I guarantee you, you're not going to think twice about it. You're not going to. You know? Go ahead.
And you will see what the Lord will do to save you today. You will never see these Egyptians again.
You'll never see these Egyptians again. That's why a lot of people don't understand that, yeah, you're going to see Egyptians later on in life. But right then and there, you're not going to see these Egyptians again. Just like when Moses was dealing with Pharaoh, everybody that was after Moses before he went back died. That's why he was able to go back. You understand me? If Moses it's a manhunt for Moses. You know what I'm saying? He just murdered an Egyptian in Egypt. So now we got to go get him. But everybody that's looking for him eventually dies because time has gone on. He's been able to stay under the radar for years. Then the Most High says, everybody that was after you is dead. Go to Egypt and tell the Pharaoh, let my people go. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 14. The Lord will fight for you, and all you have to do is keep still.
Listen, the Lord will fight for you, and all you have to do is keep still. Be steady. Keep reading.
Verse 15. The Lord said to Moses, why are you crying out for help?
What did he say next? What did he say? Say it. Tell
the people
them what?
to move forward.
Hey, push forward. What y'all doing? Y'all crying out for help.
Right.
Move forward. What you think y'all here for? Y'all being saved, man. But if you don't push forward, you're gonna fall back. If you don't push forward, I sound like a pastor. I rebuke that spirit. If you don't push forward, you're going to fall back. If you don't push forward in this walk, you're going to fall back into your old ways. If you don't push forward in keeping these commandments, you're going to fall back into sin. If you don't push forward in life, you're either going to get stagnant and stay still and go nowhere, or you're going to fall back to what's easy, which is the old you. The old you, you know. You don't know the new you because you ain't the new you yet. So it's easy to go backwards. Hey, listen, Riverside, not going to see these ops again. Right? And it's so beautiful reading Job 20, starting at verse 5. It talks, you ain't got to go there, but it talks about Esau. Well, you know it's talking about Esau because it talks about these people you'll see and you'll never see them again. They'll fade away like a dream. You know, like shit. You understand? Because it's biodegradable. It's going, particles gonna go into the air. You probably walk around, smell it, sniff it up the air, nose. It's all in boo boo your nose. You know? Well, go ahead.
Verse 16. Lift up your walking stick and hold it out over the sea.
Lift up your walking stick and hold it out over the sea.
The water will divide, and the Israelites will be able to walk through the sea on dry ground.
Read that part again.
Lift up your walking stick and hold it out over the sea.
Now he's talking to Moses. So the children of Israel ain't listening to this. They ain't hearing none of this. He's just talking to Moses and he's just letting them know, do this and you'll see the end results when you do this. Go ahead.
The water will divide, and the Israelites will be able to walk through the sea on dry ground.
Go ahead.
I will make the Egyptians so stubborn that they will go in after them, and I will gain honor by my victory over the king, his army, his chariots, and his drivers. When I defeat them, Egyptians will know that I am the Lord.
All these nations know of our power. They know of the power that has kept us here for this amount of time, right? Let's get Malachi 3 and 6, I believe it is. Malachi 3 and 6. And then Baruch 4 and 6. Listen, it's so funny how everything is written at times. Yeah. Malachi 4 and 6, 3 and 6. It's the last book of the Old Testament. Just like that.
3 and 6.
Yeah, Malachi 3 and 6.
It's the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
The Most High don't change. Go ahead.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob
Read.
are not consumed.
And why does it say you sons of Jacob? Because there would be no Israelites if it wasn't for the men. You can't have Israel without men. You can make Israelites with any woman on the planet. But a woman cannot make an Israelite without an Israelite man. That's why it says, read that again.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Let's go into that word consumed. Let's see what they're looking like. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can understand what we believe it is. Let's just read it. Kala. To consume. And remember, it's a verb. So it's an action word. Right? To cease, consume, end, fail, finish, be complete, be accomplished, be ended, be at an end, be finished, be spent. And that be spent. Oh, ain't that what they say when you're done with the revolvers, huh?
Spent the magazine.
Listen.
Spent the clip.
Listen.
Fresh out.
The world we live in has taught us this Bible.
Right.
You know? And that's how I learned a lot of English and stuff like that too, because just stuff like that. To come to an end, to vanish, perish, be destroyed. Read that verse again.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
I change not.
Therefore, ye sons of Jacob,
are
not consumed.
Are not consumed. Right? Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. Are not destroyed. Are not to be made to come to an end, to vanish, to perish, bring to an end. Right? Be used up. So that's what it essentially is like, man. You know? Let's get back to Exodus. I got it. Oh yeah, let me get Baruch.
4 and 6.
6. What's up?
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4.
Hold it firm. Every man deserves to work. I've been there all day of my life. Words good and fair. All good ones. Yeah.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction.
See? Therefore you shall not be destroyed. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, which is to be destroyed. That's how beautiful this is. Go ahead.
But because ye moved God to wrath.
You were sold to the nations, not to be destroyed. So we're not destroyed to this day. Scriptures say, if you could find the depths of the sea, if you could get to the son or something. I don't remember. Then I'll make sure that there's no more Israelites around. Roughly paraphrase it. What is it, Deacon? My bad, I shouldn't be talking on.
What are you talking about?
I thought you might know the verse I'm talking about.
They said if there's no more sea or no more sun in the sky, then
Yeah.
so rhetorical. What do you call
Yeah.
it? Rhetorical.
But folks don't realize, like, what? He gotta kill you off. You know? Where we at? Yeah. Read that again.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction,
Not for your destruction,
but because ye moved God to wrath.
but because we moved the Most High to be angry with us. Go ahead.
Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
We were delivered unto our enemies. All right, let's get back to Exodus. What's your quiet? Put the thing, man. We want us to read scriptures, man. James 1:17. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, and cometh down from the Father of lights, with whom is no variableness, change, neither shadow of turning. Meaning what? Every good thing comes from above, comes from the Most High. Right?
He changes not.
Yeah. With whom it's no variables. Remember, variables change. Right? That's one of the math things, isn't it?
Yeah, they vary.
Listen. It all makes sense. You know, I said, forget school, but listen. You know, he made wise the fools. Come on, Riverside. You know, where you at? Let's get back to
Back in Exodus.
yes, sir.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 19 in the GNT. The angel of God, who had been in front of the enemy of Israel, moved and went to the rear.
The angel of God, who had been in front of the army of Israel, moved and went to the rear. Go ahead.
The pillar of cloud also moved until it was between the Egyptians and the Israelites.
So now you got the cloud that's in the middle of us, separating us, essentially. Go ahead.
The cloud made it dark for the Egyptians, but gave light to the people of Israel.
Now watch. Are y'all visualizing this? So, you're there, I'm here. I'm there, you're here. The fire went in front, and the cloud was in the middle. The cloud made it dark for everything behind us, and the light in front of us gave us path. Yeah, you just have to envision it. That's why it's like when you go over the laws, right? When you listen to the laws, I want you to just think about it from standing there and someone verbally telling you, do not shave your beard. No, people sit here and be like, why didn't he want us to shave our beard? Because it would give us the bumps. And don't say none of that. He just told you don't do something. You just don't do it.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing to go off of. You don't have, it was because of the raising month. You don't have none of that. That's not in the Bible. All you have is do this, don't do this. If you steal an ox from somebody, you got to pay them back 5 oxes. If you give me something to hold for you and somebody takes it, I owe you 2 of those. But before I owe you those 2, me and you got to go down to the religious people, and I have to make a vow saying I never stole your stuff. Why? Because when you take me down there, there's witnesses to hear what we just said. Everything is about accountability.
So why you still gotta pay him back too?
You still got to pay him back.
So you just took him.
Yeah. He told you to hold it for him.
Right.
Listen, when I gave him my PS5, I told him hold it. He don't know where it's at no more. But he don't want to talk about that no more. But it's all good. We ain't tripping about that. We all black children. God don't like ugly.
Hey, Kamal, if that was his ox, he would attend to it better. You know what I'm saying? And wouldn't have let it wander off and get took.
Listen, but that's what I learned. The laws are cut clear dry. It's just don't do this or do this. You know? You don't have to question why. Why are we questioning why? That's like asking God, why'd you save us? Why did it matter if we were slaves or not? Why ask why when it comes to you being blessed? Why fight that? But hey, we are the best candidate for these things. Go ahead.
And so the armies could not come near each other all night.
Yeah. They can't see, and we're forward. Go ahead.
Verse 21, Moses held out his
And that's
hand.
all night. So just imagine. It's pitch black where they're at because the cloud is blocking them. So they don't got no light where they're at. And then beyond that, we have a whole light right there. It's just like when it might be dark over here, and then you might see like blue sky over that way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So you can equate it to like fall, a thick fall.
Nah. It was in the nighttime. Only thing that lights up, you gotta remember, there was no electricity. So everybody, and then you chased us to the Red Sea.
Right.
There's no light poles. So you're out there in the pitch black too.
Yeah, the cloud block whatever it
And
looked
then
like from the moon.
Then the clouds blocking your visual too. Yeah.
No
That
moon,
part.
no stars, nothing.
That's why he had to put the fire in front, even before Egypt was around. He started to put that fire in front so that they would know where they're going. It's that dark. Walk around outside in the Lidos with that electricity out.
Don't do that.
Walk around right around that corner. All right, across the street right there with no lights on. Let's see how long that night is for you. That man be hiding beside Debo pigeon coop. You know what I'm saying? Smell like a thing. Woo. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 21, Moses held out his hand over the sea,
Uh-huh.
and the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind.
Uh-huh.
It blew all night and turned the sea into dry land. The water was divided,
Uh-huh.
and the Israelites went through the sea on dry ground.
These people are literally watching this happen. Watching this happen. Listen, we're still looking for a sign in 2023. They had the ultimate sign. Ain't none of us seen no water separate. Only when us and man we trying to shoot it in the bunch of little water move to the side. But the flow ain't that heavy anyway, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know what you seeing miracles right here now. Parting of the Red Sea, dry land. We're gonna walk through. Read.
with walls of water on both sides.
With walls of water. You know what I'm watching tonight? I don't even want to watch it, but I ain't got no choice. I was gonna watch Charleston Heston.
No, Charleston Heston, man.
I was gonna watch Charleston Heston, but I'll watch Christian Bale. I don't like the fact that it's still Edomites just playing these roles anyway. You know, the Egyptians always look gay because they got them all bald headed and just
with
and they look eyeliner and thongs and stuff. Yeah. You know, with the hey Rulock and stuff. Go ahead, where we at?
Verse 23. The Egyptians pursued them and went after them into the sea with all their horses, chariots, and drivers.
Everybody went in there. Go ahead.
Just before dawn, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and cloud at the Egyptian army and threw them into a panic. He made the wheels of the chariots get stuck so that they move with great difficulty.
Ooh. Could you imagine that thick mud, and then you trying to move, and then the wheels ain't moving fast enough, and you're in the middle of the Red Sea. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. You wish you could turn back.
Right.
Well, this
Like trying to drive a car with full flat.
listen. In the water.
trying to drive through the swamp. You just
Listen. And they had horses pulling.
Man.
So imagine their feet just trying, and you're just whipping away. Whoosh. You know? I'm a visual person, man, so I see it all when I'm saying it. But go ahead.
The Egyptians said, "The Lord is fighting for the Israelites against us.
Uh-huh.
Let's get out of here."
The Lord is fighting for the Israelites against us. I mean, when was he not fighting for us? Let's get out of here. Now they want to turn back. What they say in the movie 300? The people in the front are saying, no, the people in the back are saying, move forward. The people in the front are saying, fall back.
Right.
Yeah. A warrior until we get up. What you grown man watching 300? Oh man. Some sisters just will never understand the bond that brothers just be having. Oh, we're just some old men that do old people stuff. Where we at? Go ahead.
Verse 26. The Lord said to Moses, "Hold out your hand over the sea, and the water will come back over the Egyptians and their chariots and drivers."
Uh-huh.
So Moses held out his hand over the sea, and at daybreak.
So once again, this is when there's light outside. So everybody is turned around looking at this marvelous, miraculous, impossible situation. The Red Sea has been parted. You know, even if someone says, let's think about it scientifically. How would the water be not there? Okay, somebody might say, okay, low tide. But then there's no such thing as low tide in the middle of the whole thing.
tsunami.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and even if you say a tsunami, that water's crashing down anyway. It's going to come back down. It ain't going to wait till daybreak. It ain't going to wait till you put your hands up and say, all right, water, go back. It's going to be already crashing. So if we're going off of the account and what is written, and thus said the Lord, then we can only look at it for what it is. They're going through the Red Sea. They get to the other side, and they turn around and they see the water walls up, and then they also see their enemies pursuing them. And now the enemies can't turn back around because their wheels are getting stuck and they're still trying to move. I think even if they jumped off their chariots, they probably still have a long run till you get back inside. Because remember, they're all the way on the other side now. Listen, what else would you do? You're in the middle of the Red Sea and you got two walls of water next to you on both sides of you, and you know that the person standing at the end of that yellow brick road has the power to put that water back down. Listen, the people in the back scream, push forward. And the people in the front scream, fall back. Go ahead.
And at daybreak, the water returned to its normal level.
Listen, go ahead.
The Egyptians tried to escape from the water, but the Lord threw them into the sea.
Uh-huh.
The water returned and covered the chariots, the drivers, and all the Egyptian army that had followed the Israelites into the sea.
Into the sea. Go ahead.
Not one of them was left.
That's why he said, these Egyptians that y'all see, you will never see these Egyptians again. These Egyptians, not the Egyptians. These ones that are pursuing you. Because the ones that come after you are not going to pursue you. The ones that are going to be born next are not going to come see you. And every Egyptian wasn't in the army. He only brought 600 people. Well, he had 600 chariots. You know what I'm saying? So, where we at?
Verse 29. But the Israelites walked through the sea on dry ground, with walls of water on both sides.
With walls of water on both sides. They watched this. That's where that's where we're at. It ain't about nothing else. It ain't about the Egyptians. It ain't about none of that. It's about, these are the things we saw, and it changed nothing about us. It changed nothing about us. Go ahead.
Verse 30. On that day, the Lord saved the people of Israel from the Egyptians. And the Israelites saw them lying dead on the seashore.
Uh-huh.
When the Israelites saw the great power with which the Lord had defeated the Egyptians, they stood in awe of the Lord, and they had faith in the Lord and his servant Moses.
And they had faith in the Lord and his servant Moses. We're gonna stop there with this, but the whole thing was just thinking about how you can be shown everything and it can still be shown to someone that's going to not appreciate it. Oh, see? Now we done went to relationships now. You show them everything. This is the secrets to the secrets. You're gonna be good. Still no appreciation. The Most High shows us, I'm gonna do all this for you. And then you're watching yourself leave your captivity in your enemy's gold. And then say, why would you bring us all the way out here for this? I'd rather go back. Now watch this. I want y'all to really think. A good portion of those people that was at Sinai all died before they went into the land of Canaan. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're only here for a specific thing, but you're only there to play a part in your lack of faith, and I just got to do it for you anyways. They did not see the promised land, even though they were saved. And that's the same thing that's going to happen to us, where everybody wants to be the 144,000, everybody wants to be the 1/3. Even that 1/3 is going to be in that wilderness. And as it is written, those that would not have me rule over them, bring them hither and slay them.
The rebels will be purged.
Yeah. So there's going to be Israelites that will be saved out of this. They're going to know the nukes are coming. They're going to, all of that stuff. And still be defiant and against the Most High. Not all, but some. But that's just a crazy thing. Anybody got anything, any questions, any comments, concerns? You know, ain't no such thing as hairlines. But y'all want to talk about anything? Y'all got something to say? I'll be thinking the chat be working.
There's a delay.
How much of a delay, bro? I can see my hand rubbing my head. And I can see myself talking.
That's the live feed.
We receive this like
Ain't nothing happening still. Of course. Shalom.
Hebrew Israelite Clothing Company.
Yeah, shalom, sis. You see, you know, the brother had to, step his game up. What do you do? You know what I'm saying?
Should be giving big props on that Instagram, man. Appreciate that. The water, sis.
Yeah, the water again. The water. You know what I'm saying? Always love. Always love. All right.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out Hebrew Israelite Clothing Company on Instagram.
Man, y'all check out Hebrew Israelite Clothing Company. A beautiful company. Supplying all of Israel with some fresh, simple gear. They're not trying to go all crazy and be all extra. Sometimes it's that subtleness that makes it that much more elegant. You understand? Know what I'm talking about? The words of my nigga Shaphat. Know what I'm talking about? Upgrade your ensemble. Talk about it. Huh? That's a piece of the brother. You know what I'm saying? All praises, man. All praises. Yeah, listen, that Kwame Yasharala shirt, boy. I saw Yash wearing this the other day. I'm like, that's fire.
You see,
all you gotta do is holler at me, and we might try and get that embroidered next time. You know what I'm saying? Do those things and put the Kwame Yasharala embroidered on that too. That's it. Talk to me. You know what I'm saying? We can go do some good things, man.
Let's show that tag one more time.
Yeah. Put that inside the chat. Let's make sure everybody get to see that. So they know what time it is. Yeah, we'll do a collab. You already know. You know what I'm saying? I got the digitizing. I'm doing the embroidery thing. We're gonna make some things pop off, man. You know what I'm saying? If nobody else has anything else, let me salute out, and then we can just talk about like all the other stuff. And with that, I want to say Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushai, and Shalom.
Shalom.
But stay tuned. We about to show y'all some merch. You know what I'm saying? Right now, my officer Yajyar has an authentic, straight off the boats, man.
Oh, you want to swap out real quick?
Yeah, swap out, man.
Swap out real quick.
Pull your hind part, man. Watch your fire. You scared me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I
can't see that damn thing.
I gotta move something. I can't see.
Stay right there. You good?
Stay right there.
Yeah, you good.
There we go.
So this is what the shirt looks like when you get it off the site.
Right.
Yeah, that's some good cotton too.
That's that what they call that ring spun.
Yeah.
What they call it? Hand comb ring spun
Listen,
cotton.
that look comfortable.
Man, it's comfortable.
You see how we doing?
See how she lay. I'm talking about. I mean, my traps ain't like how they used to.
Trap game shot in.
But look, hey, we appreciate, man, all the feedback, all the love, especially from the Akim and Aqua, even people, you know what I'm saying, we ain't even heard from before. We've been linking up. The feedback is amazing, right? We've been putting in this work. And like Sarah was saying, sometimes it's a leap of faith, man. We've been talking about doing stuff for years, doing this and doing that and doing a little thing. We finally just said, man, hey, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate the support and be on the lookout. Follow us on that gram. And we on TikTok too. We about to get a TikTok crump.
Yeah, man, we about to get that TikTok. I ain't about to get TikTok crump for nothing. But you know. He about to get TikTok. He ain't gonna do all the little. He gonna come up with the new challenges and stuff.
Right. The social media marketing.
Whack it out.
Right?
Whack it out.
I brought out a throwback too, Sarge. This,
Yeah. You know.
This is before I was even a soldier. When I first crossed, I didn't even cross the line. I was prospecting. I was like, I need to get a change.
I was trying to make money.
So I said, I'm gonna support. I told this man, hey, just do what you do, man. You know, do your thing. And he came back, you know what I'm saying, with classic. And I've been sporting this for 4 years. I had to bring it out though. So you see how she hit though.
She is hit.
See how she hit.
She's abusive.
Black on black.
She's abusive.
Ping.
Toxic femininity going on.
It's like bullets ricocheting. Pew, 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 pew. But look,
I got you, MMP. Holla at me.
Right? But look, that was at the point 4 years ago. I was like, hey, this brother creative, man. We need to link up. We've been doing little stuff.
Yeah, every little thing.
Now it's time to go in to where, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to put this thing out there so we can support the family and the extended family and keep extending the family and keep doing this work.
We're racking out everything.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, check us at Whacked Out Everything, man, on the IG. You know what I'm saying? War Apparel on TikTok. I'm gonna leave all the apps into this in the chat. The website in the chat. You feel me? Hey, and shout out to our customer of the week, brother Izan.
Izan, yo, we're racking out everything.
Izan got his product. You know what I'm saying?
Wakanda forever.
Hey, this for crazy. Look, that's an inside joke too. Hey, I ain't even gonna go there, but yeah, that's it. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, you see the shirt, man? You see
Racking
the
out
shirt?
everything.
Listen, I got mad at him. He didn't even bring me no shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
You know, I'm doing all my stuff at the crib. You know?
it's Shabbat. You know what I mean? I couldn't do too much.
Hey, don't forget to cop that jewelry too to make that outfit come all the way
Yeah,
together.
Look, you gotta have a direct link or something like that. But there go that ring, right? We should put the ring on the site. Hey, but look, I'm gonna show some stuff on the screen, but you good tomorrow.
I got ideas. Okay, so I was telling my girl earlier, right? I say, you know, I wanted a bunch of tattoos back in the day. And I used to be an artist. I used to like to draw. My mother told me that you ain't gonna make no money drawing if you alive. You gotta die. When you die, that's when you make the money. So I lost all of that passion to draw. But when I was in the Bahamas, they introduced me to photography. So then my photography became my drawings. So I knew where to put something. I knew where I wanted to see it because I based it off of all the paintings and drawings and images I've ever seen, right? Like, because proportion, where something is at, all that matters when you're taking photos. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no line going through your head. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the person. You don't tell them to move, you move. You know what I'm saying? Because you can control all that. But saying that to say like what was I talking about?
Your artistic.
Yeah, man. So I got these ideas for other stuff, So I can't get tattoos no more. So the big images I had in my head of a certain thing, I figured we could probably embroider that on some stuff, It'll look fire once y'all see what the nigga talking about. You know what I'm saying?
That Dago is fire.
Yeah, we got to come out with the other one though. Don't worry, folks. We have ideas, man. That's the whole thing about this concept is we have nothing but ideas. The ideas will never end. They're gonna keep coming. Yeah, I can see that you did put them on there. Yeah. Don't worry. If he need me to digitize from, I will. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, that looks like a satin and that looks like a complex fill. What's going on here? Because these two are complex fill. That one is satin. You got to change the.
Yeah. See, get the. Yeah. Go to SARS for the digitization expertise.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, I'm trying my best, man. Listen.
Right. Go right to the website, Aqua, and you can link right at the footer. You can link right to the gram. You know what I'm saying? You can see all our latest. And in fact, this is our latest little promo we got for our Instagram followers, right?
Nigga, see, I don't play. I keep running no out of shape. Need a hero, go sign a cake. New me, no time to wait. Look at nigga, see, I don't play. I keep running no out of shape. Need a hero, go sign a cake. Hey, no need for the B-roll. I was masked up and no hero. Breakfast in the morning, it was cereal and an Ebro. That boy keep going in, I can't let it go and get leave.
That unforgiving.
Let's see that again.
You gotta hit me up for that.
That's the insider.
You gotta hit me up for that. That unforgiving.
That's that staff choice.
No time to waste. Look at me and see I don't play. I keep running no out of shit.
Y'all gotta understand what that unforgiving is.
No time to waste. Look at me and see I don't play. I keep running no out of shit. People go find a cake. Hey, no need for the B-roll. I was masked up and no hero. Breakfast in the morning, it was cereal and an Ebro. That boy keep going in, I can't.
All right, y'all see that unforgiving at the bottom of the shirt? Listen, man, we doing that right there. 14 by 12, cover the whole back. You know what I'm saying? Like, shalom.
Shalom, king. Cool.
Yeah. Listen, that unforgiving, that's the one. That's the one.
Look,
that's exclusive.
That's look, when that drop.
Listen. I'm just gonna warn y'all now. You better have your gun on you. You walk around town with the KKK hanging, a KKK member hanging from a tree, hanging from the words "unforgiven."
Look, it's probably clear on the ground. Yeah, it is.
and you ain't gonna be able to say nothing about it.
Hey, this the promo. Hit the gram up and get active. You're gonna get 25% off at the end of the week. So go and check it out. So, let's get back to that Unforgiven now. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hey.
Yeah.
She ready.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be on y'all butts. I just did that because I was just trying stuff out.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's what's up.
You know? Yeah, man, we just wanted to show y'all some love, let y'all know we got some fire ideas coming. We do what we do, you know. We love the support. You know, keep sharing this stuff, purchase some things, you know. Yeah, MMP, orange, blue, and white. What color blue?
Chicago Bears color.
Oh, Chicago Bears blue to the navy blue. Oh, that's simple things. That's simple things. We got that in the crib right now. Waiting on you, King. Waiting on you right now. You know, I have it for Saturday. Oh, you know, but with that, y'all go have a blessed night. Don't forget, check out Urban Gorilla, URBNGRLA. That's Chief Priest. You know, his clothing line, his stuff's still booming. His brother's got that on right now. You know what I'm saying? I seen a sweater. I was like, damn, that shit is vibes. Excuse my language. I gotta go check that out though. But let me see, because it was that fire. I think I snapped it. Picture of it. Oh yeah, this one right here. Damn. Hold on. Look at that. I don't even want y'all to get that. I ain't even tripping. Cause that's my colors. That's the green, the orange. That's almost like a camo with the orange. God's righteous laws avail.
Gorilla.
GRLA, baby. So yeah, man. You know, don't worry. Don't worry. When you see Whacked Out Everything get on his feet, you're gonna see Bazak, you're gonna see other brothers. We're gonna come together. You're gonna see Cheap with some embroidery stuff coming out there. Check out BCV, you know what I'm saying? BCV graphics, you know what I'm saying? That's book, chapter, verse. Get your mind right, you know. Check them out, you know. You also got Color Me Christ, man. You know, that's Cap and stuff coming out one day soon, right? Soon enough, we're gonna conglomerate, just bring everything together, you know. In the meantime, in between time, remember, this whole clothing line is based off of the fact that some of us don't have a voice. So we
Yeah. Our follows them.
So we are out here to give you a voice. It's a very disrespectful voice, but it's a voice nonetheless. You know? You know? But I love y'all. And I love that y'all gonna love this because we so extra out with it. You gotta get it. You know? Check out the earrings by Canela Issachar. Listen, the tassel earrings by Canela Issachar. Check that out.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Listen, on Instagram, on Facebook, right?
Girl, come on.
Canela, C-A-N-E-L-A.
Look at Manessa. Manessa, saca la palabra.
Yeah.
Bring it up. That's the word, man.
Yeah.
That's my Manessa brother right there.
Yeah. Saca mi boo boo.
¿De dónde eres? Soy de Cuba.
No. Suck a nigga up. Suck a nigga.
Give them the word.
Give them the words. Hey.
Give the word.
Hey. Suavemente. Bésame. All right. You know, we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel free to want to donate anything. That's on y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Así es.
Ye. Oh, little. No, how'd you spell all of that wrong?
You told me 2 E's.
I said, "Oh, ye of little faith." You spelled little wrong. You put Liittle.
Yeah, jack that all up. We're gonna fix that.
Good Lord, you jacked all that up. Nobody's gonna be able to find this black. Nothing's spelled right.
No, we're gonna get the text right. That's just on the video.
Yeah, man. We got the word. God, yes. Check it out. We also gonna be on I Buy the Daggers podcast one of these Fridays coming up. You know, we got Tabernacles coming up. We got Day of Atonement tomorrow. So we definitely ain't doing none of that tomorrow or the next day. But maybe in 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. I'm gonna go link up with him. I Buy the Daggers. You know what I'm saying? Go on his show. Talk more about the clothing line. Remember, all of this stuff is embroidery. It's not print. It's embroidery. So just be mindful. You get what you pay for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Come on, man. Check out that site, man. Yeah, man. Well, the Zeets ain't gonna be on that site. You would just hit me up about the Zeets. You know what I'm saying? You know, I needed him to be here to hang up on y'all, but he ain't here right now, so I'm just gonna talk to y'all for a second. Yeah, bring it out the move. That's how we gonna head out. Fair use. Yeah.
Violent crime is way up, and claiming victims here in Los Angeles at a rate we haven't seen in decades. Already this year, at least 143 people have been murdered. Hundreds more have been shot. Our investigative reporter Aaron has been tracking this.
Yeah, man. Embroidery.
What's behind it?
Show some more.
I came in this bitch with my soul on my sleeve. Many gangsters put me on because he knew I was a beast. A lot of niggas hated on me. I was light skinned at 3. Then they found out I was crazy and I always kept the peace. Fuck an image, nigga, fuck rap. In LA, we do the button down flannels, no Chanel bag. 6 no Hellcat. It was me and Tiny Lefty in the alley. I know he felt that. Rest in peace, the homies really lost. For real. LA is not safe and all this cap to get you killed. Green Bay had, but we was in a different field. Stayed up in the streets, but niggas found a different scale. Keep a spit up on a nigga like I'm real. Streets told me to go harder, but my mama told me chill.
Yellow hair.
Nigga really feel like I feel. I just see your closest homie go to court and start to sales, nigga. Kill niggas about to build it on the trail, nigga. I got some paper broken souls I can heal, nigga. And every time they play my songs, kills, nigga. Fuck your music, I will never be that LA is not safe. LA is what it came.
My nigga Karubi put me on this.
LA is not safe.
Cause he say LA is not safe. LA is for the gangsters. You know?
Hey, look. Don't leave out the neighborhoods.
Listen, LA is for the gangsters. Hey, you caught it.
All right.
I don't think so.
Right.
It's not net, right?
Huh?
It's not net.
It's yellow here.
I've been following the marathon on the ground too.
Yeah, that's a fire song. Fire little mixtape you got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all. Shalom.
Shalom.